We are losing a little bit of daylight, but we had to come and knock one more cookout for the day. Brett, what are we bringing to the griddle?
McDonald's.
Right, we're doing a Copycat. One of my favorite burgers there, the newer Deluxe double quarter pounder with cheese. And that Deluxe is everything.
Exactly, and this is my go-to, minus the Deluxe. I usually just get the double quarter pounder meal when I go to McDonald's, but Deluxe makes it even better.
I'm sure. Have you ever had the Deluxe?
I never have.
You will today. You want to see us knock this out on the griddle? Stick around while we dig in.
I can't believe the WALTWINS. They're right there. That's one of them. That's the other one.
I'm the other one.
All right, Brett is going over to glove up for this. Like I said, we're losing daylight. This to me is my favorite time of time to cook. Favorite time of day to cook, especially in the springtime. We're pushing what, low 70s right now. The weather is spectacular, but with that daylight and not really having a lot of light, we want to get to this one quickly. Brett, get to the groceries though, so people know what's going into our Deluxe Copycat from McDonald's.
Well, right here we've got 80-20 ground beef in balls. We will be slightly smashing these, semi-smashed.
Right, you're getting a thicker.
We've got white.
And Brett, this is 1 pound, just over 1 pound. So when it whittles down, it should be a pound.
Yep, exactly right. We've got white onions. We've got these best made dill pickle chips. We've got Boar's Head American cheese, Duke's mayo,
and of course,
you know, you're doing a McDonald's Copycat. You use Whataburger ketchup.
The funny thing about this, Brett, it is fancy ketchup. It reminds me of the McDonald's fancy ketchup. That's why it's really good.
I love McDonald's ketchup. We've got Shreddis, we've got yellow mustard, and we've got these sesame seed buns.
Now we went with the basic buns because these were the best looking, most look like a quarter pounder with cheese buns. We got salt and pepper, and not pictured, we got butter, which we'll be using. Are we using butter or mayo for the buns?
We could just put the buns down to toast them without anything.
Yeah, just to get a little flavor. Let's do a little butter though. Let's give them some flavor. We're doing our way now. Quarter pounder is obviously an iconic burger at McDonald's. The double quarter pounder is our favorite.
Yep.
Recently, when I go there, I do get the Deluxe, which adds that lettuce, and that's about the only. Oh my gosh, and tomato.
Oh,
not
tomato.
picture
Wow.
tomato. I knew I was missing something. So we'll get the tomato sliced up. We'll add tomato and that shredded lettuce with the mayo, and all the fixins make the Deluxe, to me, the best burger at McDonald's. And we want to see how close this Copycat really gets.
If not better.
Now the griddle has been on. I've got these 3 burners on. They are all on low because the griddle does cook hot. So I will be doing the buns over here. Brett can get the meat going now. We're not trying to get a big sear like a Meyer, like a smash burger. So for this one, the low heat should be plenty for us to get this done. So like I said, I'm just going to get the buns going right along this region right here. Oops. And this is just to kind of butter them up, just give them a little bit of extra flavor, a little butteriness that will be beautifulness. All right, we'll just leave those for a minute and I'll check those and see how they are. Okay, pushing them down in the middle a little bit because they do crown a little bit. Look at that, that's good. Whoo-wee. Looking good in the neighborhood. See how it crowns a little bit, so you're gonna get a little bit less in the middle. That one back there didn't cook as well. That's good enough. Okay, all right, Brett. Time to get the meat going down. So the process is simple, like we said. All we're doing is laying these big meatballs down. Now Brett's gonna go ahead and get a little mini, semi-press. We still want these thicker burgers.
They're not thick burgers.
Right, so when they do shrivel up, they will become the size of the bun.
That is the goal.
There you go, looks good. That looks good, Brett. I'll leave it.
A little smashed her.
You know, smash here.
Yes, smashed her.
Nice, looking good. You know, we've gotten to a point where we use these 80-20 ground beef. I almost prefer the method of smashing them, no matter, even if we're not doing smashed burgers, getting the press on to get the right size of what we want. I find when I try to preform them, I always make them wonky. All right, so as we cook thicker burgers, what we're looking for is for the meat to come up a little bit, or the darkness to come up on the sides, and we're gonna start to see some color, some juices pour through. When it starts to open up and we see some of the juices pull through, we know that it's gonna be time to flip them.
Yep, and you're also looking for it to kind of brown up about halfway to 3/4 of the way up over.
I stand corrected, these are cooking up most of the side, so we're gonna go ahead and give them a flip. And by the way, we did some pre-salt. Did we mention we pre-salted and peppered the patties? And we do it very healthily on one side, so these are very seasoned burgers.
Actually did get a good sear on them.
All right, so now we'll let these cook about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll pull them and we'll start building them. All right, ready to cheese them and pull them. Now, normally we let that cheese melt, but McDonald's, historically lets the cheese not get entirely melted. Now that is about to change from what I understand. So go ahead and get the spatch. All right, we're gonna double statch them. Those looks fantastic. All right, so the build is kind of the whole point of this. Let's go over and build these. Whether or not this is exactly how McDonald's does it, this is gonna be my take, Brett.
Okay.
We don't have a way of putting it on the way McDonald's does with just a little squirter. So we're just gonna put a dollop of mayo on there, and then we're gonna hit with our swirl of ketchup and mustard. Ooh, getting a little messy with that one. We're gonna go tomato, and I'm gonna go the little tomato on here too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they have actually 3 small shredded
yes.
pickles.
Okay.
And onion.
Got our onions on there too. Our onion pieces on as well. It doesn't go with a lot of onion, we've always noticed. So then we top it off. Quarter pounder with cheese, my guy. Okay, so they do use a couple of smaller tomatoes, but this is huge. So we got our shreddis. I know I'm placing these on like pretty, taking a little bit, but I just want this to be as close to the OG as possible. And there is my towering double quarter pounder deluxe. Now we're gonna cut one of these. Brett and I are gonna share one. Cannon, you get the other one, my dude, and we'll call it good. Well, there it is.
In all its glory.
All of its glory, absolutely indeed. This doesn't really look a whole lot like the double quarter pounder deluxe. It looks like a little more gourmet. Maybe this is the test kitchen.
Yeah, this is what it looked like in the test kitchen, although having cut it, mine is just absolutely spilling out the back.
Okay, so let's hurry and eat this. Like we say, it can look amazing.
It does look absolutely
Brett's
amazing.
is falling apart, so we're hurrying this along. Like we say, it can smell amazing.
Funnily enough, I get that McDonald's smell.
I do
It's
get
probably
the
the lettuce.
lettuce. The onions and the beef for sure.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, can I get a smell?
Oh, smell, yeah, you can. But if it doesn't taste amazing, this is all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that, my brother.
Wow.
We make a good burger.
And it does have a hint of McDonald's. Is it because a mind thing? Like I'm thinking of it? Maybe.
I'll say,
This is such a good burger.
I'm devouring this. It's such a good burger. You know, we always brag and talk about smash burgers. When you make a good thick burger like this, Brett, you can't beat this.
Well, technically we smashed, but it's not a smash burger. We just smashed it down. Wow.
I mean, this thing's just like,
Seasoned to perfection. Salt, pepper is all you need. You don't need Montreal and all this other seasoning. Lowry's.
nope.
As much as we love it, that's the way Mom
Keep
made
talking,
burgers.
brother.
This is really good. And I got a good note of McDonald's, but it was like a gourmet McDonald's burger. Oh, so good. So good. We make a good burger, Adam.
So much beef.
Clint Cannon, by the way, gets the other burger all to himself, lucky fella. And it's so funny. There's a backyard burger that you have growing up, and it's kind of charred, a little dried out. It's that typical homemade burger, and you're like, eh. Which is why you enjoy burgers when you go out to eat.
Right.
When you make them like this,
On
these
the
are
griddle.
better burgers. My girlfriend Sherry said that we have ruined burgers.
Yep.
And your wife Jen.
I said the same thing.
That we can't go out and order burgers anymore because they're just not as good as we make them here on the griddle.
Yeah.
And you've got to try this yourself and find out why. We're making gourmet better
gourmet
than restaurant burgers right here.
And I was just gonna say, I would proudly put this on a food truck and sell this. Like
Totally.
it is that good.
Yep.
That with a really good side of fries.
Oh my gosh.
We'd have people coming back for more.
just hand cut, double fried fries.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Absolutely. And if you've stuck it out with us this long, because you know we love our audience that sticks it out with us for these entire videos, make sure to include in your comment, I'm loving it.
Ah, you were ahead. I was gonna say the exact same thing.
The McWalTwins Deluxe Double Quarter Pounder with cheese. Copyright. We copyright that title.
Butchered that completely.
This guy. But we really do appreciate you sticking it out
It
with
was
us
great.
for sure.
Another banger.
Also, if you're still with us, make sure, if you like this video, if it gave you an idea of something else that you can make on your griddle, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support us in what we do. Another way you can support us is by purchasing one of our 2 cookbooks, the Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook or Smashed. Both are available on Amazon or anywhere books are sold. And man, we love getting to come and do this.
As always,
Aside from coming and getting to do yet another fun copycat.
a banger.
Why else do we do all this?
Because all we do is twin, no,
No matter what.
what.
And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And
Griddle on!